Hello, hello. Oops. Streaming a little midnight Masterduel, and with a little difference, this is my first multi-stream for Twitch and Kick. And my apologies in advance for if it looks terrible on Kick right now. The software I'm using wants a horizontal output and a vertical output. And I'm just wondering why. And I'm having a hard time making 16 by 9 look good and 9 by 16. It looks weird, but hopefully it also is coming out well. This is kind of a test stream, y'all. Also, this is kind of a test. See, oh, that's stupid. Not sure why it has to look like that. Like I have to pick one. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Kinito? Yeah, I see that the kick is vertical. It won't. The software I'm using, it's making me pick one. Like I can only do Twitch or Kick as horizontal. One has to be one and one has to be the other. I am not sure why. I'm guessing that could be because I'm using like free version, and if I use like an upgraded version software, this is weird. And I'm not sure which one I should focus on. And I apologize in advance that this looks stupid. Really wish I could adjust. Just, I don't know why I wanted both. That is so strange. So good news if this is being watched, vertically. If you're actually watching this on a tablet, I think. Well, fortunately, this is my first time ever doing this. Of course, it's going to be a little clunky. I hope the sound's coming in clearly enough. Oh, I'm using Streamlabs desktop. And it wants... It's weird, because when I went live, it wanted horizontal for one or the other. That is so strange. At least that's good. At least the sound is going well. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. I'm actually clicking a bunch of different stuff I didn't even catch that name real quick. Unless Kick and Twitch, I think it probably just have the same following sound. I think. But thank you. I'm sorry it's taking me long to get into the game. I didn't realize this. Ah, yes. Thank you, Demon Lord Ace. Yeah, it's definitely the same sound. Really? Whoa. Sorry, this is just me looking at a bunch of different things off screen. And really wish I had known this was gonna happen before I click live. One second. No, that doesn't do anything. I'm also worried that everything I'm clicking is also gonna fuck with what I'm doing. Well, I'll have to figure this out as the time goes on. But I appreciate everybody checking this out. If you're watching this vertically on Kick, I guess I would recommend that. If anybody has that option, please let me know if that looks any better. Or which one I should prioritize. But Same time, I did start Masterduel at a good time. They just started the dual triangle option. Or thing, but before we do, I actually have a bunch of packs to be opening. Bunch of tickets, free ones. We can see, oh, okay. We will see. Oh, wait. Ritual, I was about to say, hamburger, no, the ritual. Man, did they improve the archetype for what I think they did? Hungry Burger. Did they just make Hungry Burger an archetype? That's would be amazing. Oh, they upgraded the SR to the UR. Ah, outside the pack. But I wasn't expecting, not even sure what. Still cool. Wow. They really did make Hungry Burger an archetype. That is honestly hilarious. Let's see. Up, we got a free Dark Magician pack, because why not? Oh, the whole thing's a restaurant now. That's cool. It's an okay pack. Surprised I didn't already have Bottomless Trap Hole. Wow, I have a bunch of packs. Evil Heroes? I remember when the Evil Heroes came out. They were pretty interesting in that era of GX. I was like, oh, a different kind of hero at that time. Now, what? Speaking of different, what is a contrast hero? The Evil Hero, which I thought was cool. Destiny Hero, which I do have a Destiny Hero deck in real life, but it's super outdated by now. Even my favorite. Wow, look at all these packs. Wow, what? Look at all these packs. Jeez, we're gonna be here all day. Okay. We're just literally giving this away. I guess if anybody hasn't played Masterduel in a while, check see if they're giving stuff away. And as I was saying about the multitude of heroes in the middle of GX, geez, I might have to take a break in between some of these and just look at them all. Wow. And honestly, my goal is still to get as many Royal Rare Ancient Gear cards as I can. So honestly, even these are good for breaking down. Yeah, man. I recommend it. Oh. Didn't mean to click there, but... Nightmare Magician. A 7-star Dark 25. Oh, Illusion. Oh, neat. Describe battle the monster near the battle. End of the damage step, monster taking control. Oh. Turn damage step, attack to control. Oh, that's pretty interesting. An Illusion for Dark Magician. Archetype. Or at least 7-star. Is that an Illusion? So I was going to say Spellcaster, but I guess that wouldn't work in that. Eh, who knows if that would work in a Dark Magician deck. Ooh. Ocean. But they're shining Neos. Trickstar. Oh, well, even if I don't end up using these guys. Good for crafting material. Comes to modern cards, I am so behind the times. I'm like such a Yugi boomer. It's crazy. I wouldn't use links at all if they didn't make one Ancient Gear Link monster. But, speaking of that, I'm going to take a break on the packs for now. Because they have the Duel Triangle for Fusion, Xyz, and Link. And back in my day, it was a fusion-based economy. So, what we're going to do is we're going to just take my Ancient Gear deck. Oh, wait, do I have to make it from scratch? Oh, copy from my deck. There we go. Just going to take my Ancient Gear deck, just remove the links. I'm not sure what I should replace it with. For now, just keep it like this. But see how that goes. Still prohibited? What did I miss? Oh, no call by the grave. Okay. Okay. You use links if they fit with your deck. I only use the only link because it's an Ancient Gear, and it's a good card, to be honest. It's one of the only ways for the Gears to search for the field spell Gear Town, because Gear Town doesn't have Ancient Gear in the name. So it's annoying to search for. It's always good when I start with a fortress. So if I start with a fortress, I can kind of just do whatever I want. Search for advance. Advance. And I don't know why, I like putting them in the pendulum zones. Catapult. Tribute to draw. Not bad. Not necessary right now, but using that to search for statue. I wish I could use that to destroy Gear Town to give me 2 searches. But can't have it all. And if you could, where would you put it? Oh, they had a feeling. It's like, why can't I respond to any of this? Sweet. Also, I have over 9,000 gems, so we're going to be opening some gear packs. I didn't even realize I had so many of those free packs to open. This guy's name is Lightsaber? Is that what it just said? Lightster. Okay. Orcust. Oh, I guess this guy uses Link. World Legacy. Hey, what's up, Branny Storm? Just playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Doing the triangle, representing the fusion field, the fusion deck, which as it's finally being called as its proper term. None of this extra deck nonsense. And they didn't even invite synchro cards. Because Square would have been weird. Gonna be opening up some more packs later. Preferably, oh. Sadly, no responses. I suppose there's just no Ash Blossom or no Maxi so far. My apologies for anyone watching this right now on Kick. Because I have no idea why Streamlabs wants me to do horizontal one way, vertical another. Like, I thought I could just do horizontal on both. I don't even know. I don't even want the vertical option, to be honest. It's weird. But that's probably how they get you. You gotta subscribe and pay for a to the deluxe version or something. Well, with no hand traps, everything just kind of keeps moving along. Streaming's okay. Honestly, I've been on and off for a while. Just past few months, I've only streamed a handful of times. You be tested OBS. Sure, when searching for which software to use, the two I heard was, oh, you should use OBS or Streamlabs. And I guess one particular streamer I was watching, and I was using Streamlabs at the time. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll try that one first. But, no stranger to just dabbling in different types of software. I must have dabbled in 4 separate game engines. Oh, in my day, the only cards we activated was from our hands were spell cards. Frankly, back in our day, we only activated cards on our turn. For the most part, unless you activated a trap card, which was on the opponent's turn, because activating a trap card on your own turn was crazy talk back in the day. Now, there are no rules. As complicated as Yu-Gi-Oh is, and as the shenanigans and specifics and the timing, we can all agree that have there ever really been rules to this game? I truly feel like everybody's just been kind of making it up, and we're all... It's the only game I can think of off the top of my head where you can play for 25 years... and you could still not know how cards work. Or you have to go back and you're like, oh, the timing on this. Oh, I've been using the timing wrong most of my life. Exactly. There are no judges in here. They're playing the quiet round in the quiet home or back on the playground. There were no judges. In fact, the only real judges when you were playing in school were, like, I guess the other kids being like, wait, no, that's not how that card works. Wait. Because I can't even remember, because the amount of times we must have technically cheated. Oh yeah, nice game. Oh, shit. Yeah, nice game. I haven't touched the mouse in a bit. This is a great game to do some reading. And not necessarily your cards or the opponent's cards. Just started Masterduel book club. Sneak in some Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when the opponents are taking too long. Twitch affiliate? No, not yet. Should really take that more seriously. But I appreciate you asking. But I'm glad, even after all that, a good Harpy's Feather Duster. It's like, oh, you took 10 minutes to set up your board? It's like one card. It's like how somebody's entire strategy could be fucked up by one negate. I've been working on it. I can't say I've been actively working toward it. Just step by step, but there was a family emergency, loss in the family a few months ago, and I just haven't quite felt the same. I haven't quite been the same of putting on a show. So this is me even slowly getting back into it. My last stream was in October. Or on Halloween, even. I played a little Death Road to Canada. Really fun 2D zombie game. which had a 1 day on Halloween only special. I can't call it DLC. It was just like an update or a special edition. It was fun. Oh, Jinzo used to run my dad. Oh yeah, Jinzo. If somebody used to genuinely run Jinzo, because trap cards were necessary back then. Oh good, they don't have any interrupts. What do I? Okay, if they already... Okay. Well, did all that. I played one card. Took more than 5 seconds to figure out what I was going to pick, and the opponent was either, I give up, he wins. Yep. Starting strong. Let's flash back at that percentage again. Yeah, Fusion's leading. 37%. Go purple team. Yes, Kirito, I recall your tornado walls. He's one of the best water card users I've ever seen. Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh! He will go into the water. And I'm pretty sure he also plays little Pokemon. TG. I know he plays Pokemon the game, but I know he liked the card game. But Brainstorm, yes. I am open to suggestion and advice. I try to make my own art, personally. Like, I dabble in Sprite, which is a pixel art making software. So a lot of little things I try to do myself in pixel art that can be avoided using AI or anything like that. Give it a nice personal touch. I've been dabbling in that. Oh, you made a Kingler in Pokemon Pocket TCG. Nice. That checks out. They gave Kingler a Mega Evolution, right? Did they ever do that? It's hard for me to keep up nowadays. Even with things I like, it's hard to keep up because things just don't stop. What I was saying earlier about dabbling in different softwares from... Oh, they gave him a Gmax, okay. From dabbling in different softwares, I must have dabbled in 4 separate video game engines at this point. It started with RPG Maker. That's a fun one. I used 2 different versions of RPG Maker. One where I was learning how to make just generic fantasy 9001, you know, nothing to it. It was really just learning the software rather than learning how to make cutscenes and transitions and all that. And then an updated version of the software came out, and I was like, ooh, new, different, so I downloaded that. But then I had to start from scratch. And I was like, but I had the knowledge. Then I started making a sci-fi. Wanted to lean into a sci-fi horror type of environment. Because I found one particular setting, or tile map really, where it was like really green and neon. And I was like, this would make an interesting color for like a science underground base in the future. Just the year 2000 and 2000XX something. And then after dabbling in RPG Maker for a while, ideas kept coming where I was like, what if I don't want to specifically be restricted to just making an RPG, you know? Like a point-and-click adventure game or 2D platformer or something like that. So then I started dabbling in Unity. And then a little while back, Unity had that weird debacle where they were going to start charging... it's been so long I actually forget off the top of my head. But it was a weird rug pull where, like, if you made a certain amount, or they were just going to start charging more. You know what? I'd have to go back and double check. Eventually I switched to Unreal Engine. But Unreal Engine is really good for 3D games, and there are ways to make 2D games with Unreal Engine. There are recent plugins and add-ons, which is really interesting. A couple of YouTube channels devoted to tutorials of stuff like that. And then, now, I recently installed Game Maker, which is designed for 2D first and foremost, and I think is a lot beginner-friendly, from what I hear, from what all the tutorials are saying. You want to mess with RPG Maker? I believe RPG Maker, there's all kinds of different versions of RPG Maker. I think there's even a version for the Switch, which I thought, that would be weird and complicated. I would still recommend making it on a PC. But out of all the softwares I tested, I really kind of just wish that I had stuck with finishing generic RPG 9001, just to have something start and finishing, just to say, yeah, just to have something done, even if it was terrible. Because now I'm like it's always been and switching from RPG Maker, I was like, this is nice, but all the pre-used assets were, after a while, they all started looking samey and generic. And I was like, I don't want this to look like every single other RPG Maker game. And I was like, that's where, I should get software that makes pixel art. So everything I learned made me realize, I should go learn more things. And so, which is good on paper, but difficult in practice. How long has this guy's turn been going on? I've just been talking. Just gonna turn on some Masterduel and start a book club. Oh, where's my copy of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Maybe a little H.P. Lovecraft. Would have been fun to read in October, but good horror is always fun. Brainstorm. I was doing my best to have all my links to my socials, like my Discord, Instagram, and all that, in my info and profile, so I think everything should be available there, in my infos and abouts. Unless I can, because every time I try to post a link, it never really works. I think I have to be an affiliate to do that, which is weird, it's my stream. This guy's turn. Are we gonna Utopia, man? I didn't even watch Zexal. Psh. I don't even know what these guys. Numbers mean nothing to me. I said it. There are 7 or 8 Yu-Gi-Oh series out now. Just get Nightbot. Settings Nightbot. That's a good idea. I'm glad you enjoyed Zexal. I really do. Something about it just didn't appeal to me. I don't know why. I know the character Shark is in it, and that's cool. So I understand and respect why you like it. But for me, I stopped watching the animes after 5D. I watched the original, which is the OG peak, obviously. Watched GX, even Season 4 in Japanese. GX introduced my favorite archetype of the Ancient Gears. Episode 1 of GX had Ancient Gear Golem. And when I saw that, I was like, that, I want my whole deck to be that. And they did. And here we are. It's nice when things work out, I guess. Then 5Ds came out. Card games on motorcycles, and they changed the summoning method, tuners and synchros, and I stopped during 5Ds originally, and I think I went back and just watched how it ended. I don't even know. I don't think I even the duel against the unicorn team ruined the series. I don't know. I know which duel you're talking about. It's ridiculous, but that's I don't know. They used the Norse gods. Like that wasn't even really like those. That was just to and hell, that episode was really just to establish that there are like other characters with weird powers that want to help save the world. Because they weren't bad guys, they were just not the main heroes. Okay, how many Omni Negates did this guy set up? I wasn't even really paying attention. I have nothing. I'm not even sure why I let all that play out. I could have surrendered and just... I guess we were just talking Zexal and 5Ds and... You know what? Yeah, that was a waste of all of our times. My sincerest apologies. I'm not even sure why I let that move on so much. That was just yammering. But yeah. But that duel, the episode where... Oh my god, yes, like where he could have just won by a legitimate deck out strategy. By he was not... All he had to do was end his turn, and he would have won, and main character would have lost. But the main character used his main character powers and was like, no, this isn't the win you're looking for. And then the character was like, this isn't the win I'm looking for. And he fell for it. He attacked into a trap card. Like an imbecile. Just... No. God fucking... Ash Blossom. I didn't realize they had Ash Blossom in this. But they banned Call of the Haunted? When one negate ruins it all. But after the series, yeah, 5Ds is where I like kind of like stopped caring after a while. That's why I didn't get into Zexal. I was like, more of it? Nah, I'm good. Then, after the 5th one, Arc 5 came out. Or Arc V, I assume it's whichever. And the only reason I watched it at all was because they introduced new Ancient Gear cards. And not just that, it was like a clip where an entire dimension, an army dimension, was all using these crazy Ancient Gear cards. And I was just like, wow, they were like prominent. And I was like, I watched the whole series just to be like, how did we get here? I had to, and just when I was like, okay, pendulums. Okay, they make just enough sense for me to actually try it. Then they introduced Link, and then they were like, okay, we're moving the pendulum zones into the spell trap zones, and it's like, just when I was just getting used to the idea, they change it. I was just bouncing around stuff. I could really use them to destroy Gear Town right now. Let's see, what would save me right now? Oh, God, Castria. Oh, it was already Castria Ogre. Everybody, it feels like you can run Ogre in like any deck, so it's almost like separate from its own archetype, in my opinion, in a weird way. Oh, well, I can do that, but no, I got no response. Not sure why the archetype surprised me after seeing it. The second one. Anywho. I know it's better to let the duels play out and finish to get whatever play. You get 0 points for surrendering. But you also don't want to sit there for 5 minutes. Damn. Oh. Raid Raptor Sycamore. Into a Raider Knight, which could also be Phantom Knights. Interesting. Into Raid Raptor. I do run a Raid Raptor deck in real life, but again, it's outdated. You know, there's some new... Like, I don't have this card in my deck. Like, these probably even aren't that new. And Brainstorm, I'm actually on Discord while this guy's running around. I'm not seeing... Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Two M's, yeah. Huh. It's alright, Brainstorm. I'm having a hard time finding you on Discord. Again, I use Discord so rarely. Oh, there we go. For once, it actually let me do something on my own. That should be the link to my Discord, specifically my Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I actually made a couple. One for general, one for Yu-Gi-Oh! RPGs, and anything in game development. If anybody makes art or music or really just artistic, you feel free to post, like, share that on the Discord to help inspire others and show progress, because I'm always afraid to show my progress, you know? Even the stuff on Instagram, I haven't posted on Instagram in a while. I have some hand drawings that I've been meaning to post. I dabble in a bunch of different... I try a little bit of everything. This is so nice, I can actually do stuff and they're not responding. Like, not even sure what I should do. Well, call by the Graves banned, so I don't gotta worry about this being negated. Let's say no. Yeah, my Discord is really nothing special, but not yet, at least. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had the discard in my hand. He already doesn't have any responses. I don't even think I need Fortress. Okay. Duel uses material from my field and graveyard. So what I want to do is first fuse from the field, from the deck. Make Megaton Golem. Oh, wait! This is good. Okay. Ancient Gear Duel protects all my Ancient Gear monsters with Ancient Gear Golem in its text. Nibiru is nothing! Nibiru didn't do shit. So as I was saying... So with Megaton fused with 3 golems, and Duel, Ultimate Golem with fused with Duel, they both have 3 separate attacks. One more. This is great when you have a 3900 triple beat stick backup. Nice. That kind of happened in R5. At least that's what should happen. Double Cyclone is better than MST, you might be an If you think Double Cyclone is better than MST, you might be an Ancient Gear. I indeed ran Double Cyclone, and it's probably still in my Ancient Gear deck IRL. I haven't updated that in a while. Okay. Always good to start with Fortress. Okay. Summoning Ancient Gear Wyvern now means I cannot set, unfortunately. So now this Imperm means nothing to me. Even Ancient Gear Advance doesn't let me set after using it. So I don't know why Ancient Gear cards, they want you to tribute, and they don't want you to set. Okay. But if I set Imperm first, then I wouldn't have been able to activate Advance at all. Double Fortress? That's awesome. It's always good to go Double Fortress, but I'm going to hold on to it just in case. I was going to get it this way. Now that Ancient Gear cards can be used as fusion material from the graveyard, I always want to keep a few in there, especially at least one Ancient Gear Golem. Wait, do I have? I do have fusion. Oh, and I already have box. Damn it. Never mind. What I wanted to do was add box duel so that I had to discard. I was going to discard Imperm. I guess I still gotta fuse them. Ah, fuck. I still could have done that. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a kind of misplay. Actually, yeah, that was a terrible misplay, actually. Now I don't have enough material. Wow, that sucks. You know what? This might not be the smartest thing to do, but I'm gonna get a howitzer first instead. I'd like to get a howitzer and a golem, but get a little burn in there. Yeah. this. If you're going first in Masterduel, you're gonna have a good time. If you're going first while playing Pokemon, you're gonna have a bad time. I haven't played Pokemon Pocket, so I will have to check that out. Okay, what do you got for me? Crusadia? 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 Is that right? I don't even know if I know this archetype. Just new? Maybe. Ooh. Up. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. Don't 34. I don't know why. It's my favorite time of the day. Not going second in Pokemon is the advantageous move. Oh, okay. And for Magic the Gathering, I think you'd want to go first. Establish the board. I think it'd be best if you want to get mana on the board as fast as possible. It's been a minute since I played any Magic. And honestly, Magic has done something that I thought only Fortnite was capable of. Where they just kind of don't care what they cross over with. You know what I mean? Like, there is, right now, I saw an Avatar The Last Airbender Magic the Gathering cards. Like, I like Magic, and I like Avatar The Last Airbender. Never thought they'd be this... Never thought that would be a thing. Because it was always like a medieval fantasy Magic wizards and dragons and knights and goblins and fireballs and good Dungeons and Dragons shenanigans. And then they also did like a Marvel Magic the Gathering, like with Spider-Man and stuff like that. You more enjoy turn-based stuff as opposed to action-based games. That's understandable. Because there are games, I swear, that there are just the games, as when we were younger, that we would just breeze through, no problem. Wow, that's a lot of piercing just now. How many times can this attack? Wow, that just made me lose my train of thought. Wait, I have to discard anyway, so... Oh, wait, I have cards. That's good. Oh, good, I almost grabbed another fortress when I didn't even need it. Oh yeah, Magic the Gathering and crossovers and all that. They have a lot of Marvel comic stuff now. And here I thought only Fortnite and Funko Pops could just be anything. Could just do whatever they wanted. But I heard that Funko Pops are going out of business, or like sales are down, and by next year they won't be able to keep it going. And honestly, I'm not a big Funko fan. It was interesting at first, but now it's just like they literally slapped every possible marketing character. Swear it was better, Donkey Kong Country 2. Swear. Yeah. Used to be better. These, yeah, these used to be just old games. That's what I was talking about before. Old games that you'd just be able to breeze through. Like, I swear, like, blindfolded. Because you used to be good at these games because there was no continues or not a lot of saves, you know. Or you couldn't save at all, you know. Passwords at best for certain games. So, what'd you do? You had to get really good at not like the whole game, the beginning, the middle, and end. Hell, you have to get good. Even if you never really saw the end, at some point you like knew how to fly through the beginning of a game. Like, I don't know, I can get to the first couple levels of Sonic 2 and, like, you know, blindfolded. Now it would take me a while. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go Double Fortress. Opponent cannot target this card with card effects. 4 attacks. This one return. Battles a special summoned monster. Make this card gain attack equal to the opponent's. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, if he gains attack, equal to the attacking monster. Oh my god, I just remember this is an event where I don't have access to my Link monster. I was gonna try and summon Ballista. That was, that sure was something. Okay, that only would have worked. Okay, I can salvage this. Okay. I just wasted my normal summon on that, so. Yeah. Oh, Super Mario Bros. 3 had no passwords. You just had to get good. Yeah, man, you just had to get good. Okay, I'm gonna take a chance. Okay, is he a piercing? Damn, I messed up. Because if I summoned Ultimate Golem, I was trying to summon the Chaos Giant just now. But that didn't work. Because Howitzer can't be used as fusion material while on the field. Dang. Yeah, my first Super Mario Bros. Games were Super Mario World and Super Mario Land. One for the Super Nintendo, and second for the Game Boy. For the Game Boy one, yeah, I don't remember saves. It was, were there passwords in Mario Land? I don't think so. You just had to get good. You just had to be... just had to be good. But Mario World lets you save for the Super Nintendo. So yeah, if I wanted to get anywhere in Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, which is a good game. I didn't have the sequel, Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins. But I do know that's a great game. And how they introduced Wario. Then Mario Land 3 became Wario Land, and then Wario Land became its own spin-off. Which is cool. Wario Land's fun. There was a Wario Land game on the Virtual Boy. So you can tell they were really trying something there. Oh no, damn it. He's piercing again. I think Nintendo was even doing a Virtual Boy thing for the Switch, a Virtual Boy re-release for the Switch, which, of all things, I didn't realize that the Virtual Boy fans were like so prominent. Yeah, this guy can just, if he has piercing, he can just attack. I don't know what he's doing. Can't stand people do that. Well, like, they have win. They can have the whole game. They just gotta attack. But they need to summon every card in their deck first. Damn. Well, I want my points for activating stuff. Give me my 10 points or whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, dang. Got a lot of gems. I'm so glad they made this faster. Because for a while it was slow and not necessary. You know, before we open any more packs, I'm just going to take a little break. What I want to do specifically open some Ancient Gear packs. Try to get some Royal Rares that way. Okay, it's opening. Well, that would have been nice to have. Your first Game Boy Color game back in the day, from the ancient past, when the pyramids were still young and dinosaurs roamed the earth. Come on. Just need some Royal Rares. Just want some Royal. What are they? What are Royal Rares? Like 1 in 100? There's only so many URs and SRs in the Ancient Gear deck. I admit, those are all classics. I do enjoy the old Ancient Gear. I wish cards like Ancient Gear Duel were more viable. Because it lets you set an Ancient Gear spell card, but it lets you set a spell card, but it doesn't let you activate it that turn. It'd be pretty broken if it lets you activate a searched spell card right away, but... Shiny? Nah. And any duplicates can always be used as dust to break down for other decks, or other strategies. So, it's not all for lost, even if I don't get anything. Grand Ball's a good card. Ancient Gear, just the classic Ancient Gear. At the very least, I'd like all my monsters to be shiny. I want all my Ancient Gear cards to be, Royal Rare or at least glisten. Is that too much to ask for your favorite archetype to be special? Oh, thanks for making the Hedgehog spin. Not the Chaos Giant. That only would have been sick. Centurion. Oh, I already have 3 shiny golems. Fusion? Fusion, someone will use your monster mirror's deck using that on this turn. Oh. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize the Destiny Heroes had that. Have not kept up to date with the Destiny heroes. Haven't really had to. Oh, Ballista. No Royal. I'm just gonna run it again. And, you know what? I think we've seen this open up enough time where we can actually just see if we got... save some little time. I know the people at Konami worked hard on them animations. They really should have a lot of animations, to be honest. No, oh, I thought I'd say no URs at all. Wind Witch. I should have checked the other stuff, but now we didn't get any URs. I see. Scary Moth. We did it! We got a Royal Rare Hydra! I only wish Hydra was more viable. Ah, oh, that's sick. We did it! It's so shiny! It glistens. If only this was a more viable... It's one of those ones that wants tributing. Yeah, tribute summon using ancient gear monster battles. It's a good effect. When your opponent monster was not destroyed by battle, you can banish a monster. If it was tribute using a gadget monster, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls. Like, it's cool, but you have to tribute an ancient gear and the gadget to get it to activate to its full shenanigan abilities. I mean, it's cool. I'll have to figure out how to make that work. But we did it. One more for fun. Back to back, oh my god, back to back double royals and cards I actually use. The shiny wyvern, the shiny ultimate golem. That was awesome. I'm so glad we didn't give up. That was awesome. Thanks, Hydra. Looking out. Back to back royal rares. 3 royal rares. That's good shit. Gonna put those in the deck right now. Sweet. Okay, you. Okay, I'm gonna take out one of you common ones and put the second shiny in there. Save. Okay. Yes. Sweet. Sweet. I kind of want to put Hydra in there, just because it's shiny. Ah, what the hell. Gotta update the fusion one there. Since I have 4, I don't even need 4. That was dismantle. I only need 3. Get that extra dust. Now, even without any gadgets, I gotta try. Oop. Now I can open all these gifts. What? Don't I have more? Oh, legacy packs. That's what those are. Okay. Okay, before we get back into that, let's open some legacy packs. No, we're not doing silly. You're trying to trick me, Konami. There we go. Yeah, if I was... just open 1,000. Just call it. Okay. What'd we get? Ooh. Rictan, the dragon ruler of Pebbles. Respect the Earth Dragon. As you can tell, I'm a fan of the Earth archetype. But, you know, the Zira, Warrior of Zira. I always thought that guy had a interesting story for, you know, the card art, because all the characters have stories and whatnot. Comrade, Swordsman of Landstar. I'm curious what his story is. Comrade Landstar. Which sounds like a Russian spy. Ooh, duet fighter. M Warrior 2. Now this is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's got sick art. It's got dog shit stats. Ah, the old days. I always wanted it. They never released an English version of this card when I was younger. What's the far I'm aware? I only saw it in Japanese as a kid. This would have been an awesome card to have as a kid. 1 tribute, 2400. Weird defense. I always enjoyed card Serpent Knight Dragon. Out of all the retro cards that get, what's the word I'm looking for? Get a retrain and like new art, like, you know, like new Gate Guardian stuff. They should make a new Serpent Knight Dragon. That'd be pretty cool. Do what they did for the Red Eyes, you know, make a Serpent Knight Dragon a baby or an egg or something. Though it has a wyvern, so maybe Serpent Knight Dragon get like its angsty teen years. Nice. Another sweet classic. The Fiend Kraken of Mako Tsunami. This is a card that gets a retrain. New stuff. Because it's cool and classic. Gagagigo. There's even a handful of Gagagigos out there. Ooh. We got Jinzo, the Machine Menace from Legacy Pack. Sweet. I have a Jinzo deck made for Shits and Giggles. It's not viable nowadays, but... Oh, man. Metal Zoa. I had this card as a kid because I can't believe it came with the GameCube game Yu-Gi-Oh! False-Bound Kingdom. It came with Zoa, Metal Zoa, and not Metal Morph. It came with, like, Goblin Fan or something. And I think I don't know why, but I traded the Zoa, but I wanted trade backs. The kid traded it to another friend of mine, so it was stupid. It was so stupid. Classic kids being stupid. One of those things that would get these cards banned in the old playground. Yeah, it's like, oh, he wouldn't trade back the card. Oh, he wouldn't. Oh, he didn't bring his cards to school. He said he was going to bring them to trade back. I was like, you know what? Now no one can bring their cards to school. Based on a true story. That happened to me in elementary school. I didn't want to give back a kid's Time Wizard. And, nobody got to bring their cards to school after that. My bad. Speaking of Serpent Knight Dragon, to get that to get the subject off that, they should really retrain this guy. You know, give a lower form to make it easy summon, or a higher form, give it something with a new level, or maybe a synchro, Xyz or something. I just think that'd be pretty cool. Alright, one more pack of bonus legacy. See what there is. See if we can get anything fun. Royal Rare Judgment of the Pharaoh. That is 4 Royal Rares pulls this stream. Hell yeah. Not what I was expecting. Pay half your life points. Select activating the appropriate effects upon Yugioh Friendship or if Unity is in the graveyard. So it requires other cards to use, but still, that's pretty cool. There's 4 Royals. We gotta ride it while it's hot. What else? What are we holding on to the tickets for? Well, still fun. Marauding Captain. Classic. Oh, another Zera monster. Zera monsters kind of stretch beyond different types between like light, dark, fairy, warrior. So it would be kind of difficult to run a Warrior of Zera deck and have it actually work with like what's it called? What's that field spell? The angel Sanctuary in the Sky. Ooh. Alligator Sword Dragon. This card attacks. This can attack directly if all your opponents are earth, water, or fire. Random, but okay. That's certainly an effect, all right. I got 2 of these. Sweet. Ah, the Rock Monarch. I really wish this guy did something better than just target 1 set spells. Right? The other Monarchs are just so much better. I hate to say it. They messed up. They fucked up my man Grand Marg. It's all Mobius. It's all Mobius the Frost Monarch because he can destroy 2 spells and traps, and they could be upset or whatever. Whatever. They all got the same attack, and they all take 1 tribute. Interesting. Alright. Now we pulled some Royal, and we put them in the deck. Let's get back out there for the Fusion team. I'm so sorry for anybody watching on Kick right now. If anybody's watching on Kick, I guess I would recommend watching it on a phone or a tablet vertically, the 9:16 ratio. I'm not even sure if that would actually be better. That's just might even be smaller somehow. Oh no! No! Oh god. This does nothing. I got nothing. Oh. Swear, it doesn't always happen. Oh. Sub-Terror. I haven't seen this guy in a while. He didn't even do the thing. He didn't even do the thing where you can flip it back down. Apopus the Swanty. Oh, this is a retrain of Embodiment of Apopus? Cool. I think, is he the first trap monster? Embodiment of Apopus, the original? I always liked that card. Troll and Lopper, you son of a bitch. I actually hate Droll and Lockbird. I just find it hilarious when somebody activates Max C and Droll and Lockbird and doesn't realize that they just locked themselves out of it. It's fun to see. It just means I can actually go back to special summoning stuff. Because I was going to go off on a search just now. I was going to be searching up Storm. was going to be using advanced to search for the catapults. I was going to tribute the wyvern, use the catapult to summon 2 more things. Golem was going to give me a search. And I could have picked box, which would have given me a search. Whatever. Fiendsmith. Oh, man. Now we gotta watch this. Sit through this guy. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody in the chat's doing well. Let's see. What? Checking the settings while this guy is taking his time. Oh, you tributed. Oh, you uncultured swine. Kaiju. And I like Godzilla movies. But tributing my howitzer? Can't stand the kaijus, and I can't stand when the Cyber Dragon player summons Fortress Dragon because they can use my ancient gears as material. For no cost. It's stupid. Love your kaiju. Ooh. You like your turtle? Big man is turtle. 1 tribute turtle. My tribute? How dare. Let's see. I won't even summon. Okay, you know what? Just in case you have a spell or trap, I'm gonna summon out the dragon. Oh, you fucking ash blossom. Ass blossom. Ash Blossom and Max C and Droll and all of them. All the staples that everybody uses. Bastards. Let's see. You know what? I think I have an idea. I'm gonna summon Howitzer and I'm gonna crash. Because I have the fortress. I wonder if he thought I was gonna attack that. I guess he was just trying to activate. Well, first we're gonna activate this. That's the fun thing about link cards. There are no link monsters in defense position. Golem. Dragon. Yeah, let's go with dragon. Yeah. Sweet animation. This card's in from the hand or field to the graveyard. You can set this card and banish it. Fuck it. This card. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if that actually worked or not. We're gonna find out. Does this card have some nonsense graveyard effect? That's another thing that modern Yu-Gi-Oh does that sucks. I can't say it sucks because then it's not great. It's an abundant graveyard effects and effects that involves when cards are removed from play. Back in the day, when a card was removed from play, it was taken out of the game. You know, removed play. This didn't. I don't even think it had a zone, a designated zone. You just kind of set it to the side somewhere. There were so few cards that returned things from being removed from play. That's why, like, running cards like Soul Release was good. Just remove 5 cards from your opponent's graveyard so they can't Monster Reborn anything. And you know that could ruin someone's whole friendship. You removed my blue eyes from play, I'll kill you. I was gonna have Monster Reborn. I had it. Okay, let's see. Are you gonna Ash Blossom? No? You're gonna Maxi. You're gonna Troll? Okay. Okay, I don't get any searches. So I gotta make do with whatever the hell I'm about to summon. I guess I just have to summon Tanker on defense. And then use Tanker to put Golem. No? Imperm. I can't even say I don't like Imperm. I like Imperm enough. But I can't set because I activated Ancient Gear Advance, which won't let me set my Imperm or my Duel. Oh, cool. I'll take that. I guess that's what happens when your entire strategy revolves around just stopping your opponent and then not doing anything yourself. Interesting. So stoked about pulling those royal rares earlier. Ah, speak of the devil. Just talking about that. Speak of the Hydra. Shiny happy. I like how its tail's also a dragon head. Interesting. Wait. Tishna. Tistana. What do these guys do? Guess they make your opponent play cards face down, or they're just destroyed. Huh. Double checking something. Yeah, I gotta fix this horizontal vertical. But why I couldn't just why I couldn't just have both be horizontal, I do not know. Nah, I'm not even, with no hand tracks, I'm not even sure what I'll be able to have. All level 10, so I'm expecting an Xyz. Oh. I mean, if it's just a beat stick deck, then that's nothing I can't handle there. In that regard. Okay. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can detach one material from this card and negate the activation. And you can detach one material and that card and destroy a card in the field. Okay. At the start of the damage step, this card attacks. Okay. Your opponent is a card or effect. Okay. Summon frame. Activate effect. Send catapult to the grave. You're gonna negate that? No? Interesting. Advance? You're gonna negate this one? Yeah, that's one to negate, and another one to destroy, I guess. Probably gonna destroy the frame. Yeah. I wish I had Ancient Gear Golem in my hand. Or Ultimate Pound, because I wouldn't be able to summon either of those. Okay, is that a material? I only have 3 gears. If I had a 4th, I can summon Chaos Giants, but Megaton will only help me out so much. It'd be stronger, but with no golems fused, it would only have its normal one singular attack. But if I had means to get a Megaton with 3 attacks, that would have been great. I was 1 gear too short. Might as well just mention while my opponent's taking their time. Just posting the socials. Instagram, Facebook, even Facebook. I've been dedicated. It's all me. It's confirmation. It's the same pixel art, little picture of me. Keep meaning to post more there. You know you're old when you still use Facebook. And don't use TikTok. It's not a good marketing strategy, I admit. Okay, do you have any negates to what I'm about to do? No? Okay, I'll see if I can keep this. Okay, that was one attack. Okay. First attack, second. Okay. Third. Dark Golem on defense. Allowing the search for... There we go. Catapult and Fortress. Because if I can get Fortress out, I can summon the Wyvern, and Wyvern will let me search for Fusion or Advance or whatever I need. Yeah, I say. Composer and Konami making the soundtrack for Masterduel. No. Oh my god. Can I flip that back up on my turn? Composer for this game is... What, ham? The intense, action-packed gameplay. Cards. What music helps define an atmosphere for a game? What the fuck is that? Set all face on your opponent, just graveyard. You! Ooh! That is what the Testina does. They flip your shit upside down and then send it away. Like a Zeus? Do you even have enough material to Zeus me, bruh? Ah. Am I using one material? Yeah. And two. Okay. You suck. I don't think he has enough material to Zeus me. Well, it's gonna be negated, but if it's not for some strange reason. Oh my. I guess he didn't realize how strong this thing was. Well, you, sir, might just be screwed. Maybe. Ooh, the first summoning of the Royal Rare Ultimate Golem, and I'm using the Royal Rare Hydra as material. Yes. Okay. Let's see. It's got 3 attacks, so... Can't be targeted. Really would have liked to use Tanker's ability to give this guy a boost to 5,000. Come on, I want to use my Royal Rare to finish this. Can't even target my Ultimate Golem. Oh no. You have enough material to Zeus now. But will that be enough? Because Duel actually protects my... And Tanker, I think. I believe, yes. 0 defense. Come on. Let me attack that. Come on. Come on, let me attack that. 0 defense. Come on. It's got 0 defense. Come on. Come on. Send all the cards to the graveyard. Okay. If I'm right, my ancient gear should be safe. Yes, I'd like to continue my attack. And with my 3rd attack, Royal Rare Golem. You got defeated Zeus. Darn Skippy. That was good. That felt good. That was fun. That's one for the fusion. That was it. In the Arc 5 plot, I would totally be in the fusion dimension. Seas scum. That was good. Fusion, fusion, fusion deck. That was fun. Good victory with the Royal Rare Ultimate Golem. There was so much. I don't know why he let me play the Fortress. That was his downfall. Okay, I have an Ash. I have an Imperm. Onomato pickup. Onomatoperia? It's like onomatopoeia. Is that what the giga gaga giga gaga 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 go zubaba do? Do? I don't know. I didn't watch Zexel. My buddy Kanito did, so he can tell you how all that's pronounced. But I can tell you he probably just watched it for Shark and the water cards. And I respect that. It's the only reason I watched Arc 5, for the Ancient Gears. And I liked it so much, I watched the whole damn series just to see how we got to the point of, like, why are people with Ancient Gear cards, like, taking over the world? It had my attention. Okay, what do you do? Now, if I just... Because I don't want you to even have to pay the material. Because you have some graveyard shenanigans. In Arc 5, there were a bunch of cameo appearances from, like, other series, like some GX characters, some 5D characters, and some Zexal characters. I didn't recognize who the Zexal characters were. But out of all the choices, like, they chose Aster Phoenix and Alexis from GX. No mention of the original protagonists. Like, they didn't mention, like, it was literally Crow and Jack Atlas from 5D, like, helping out the protagonist. Not one mention of Yusei. They completely, like, retroactively changed, like, how, like, their worlds work. Even in GX, like, Yami or the Pharaoh appeared for, like, the beginning and the end. Damn. Am I screwed? Kinda, with this hand. You can tell they must play this deck a lot because it's literally there. Well, that was a waste of an Imperm. What the hell in the Mighty Morphin Gotron, GoBots, Ultron, Voltron, what am I looking at? That's awesome. It's even got Zexal in it. Okay, Zexal, alright. I see your game. It's literally got Zexal right in the darn title. Why should you watch Zexal? Because that looks pretty cool. Okay. Oh, no responses. Oh, here we go. Is it Ash Blossom? Is it Ash Blossom? It's Ash Blossom. Do I continue dueling just to get them 10 points? Yeah, whatever. Should watch Zexal. Maybe I should watch some Zexal then. Maybe. We'll see. Have you seen Arc 5? I'm not telling you you have to, I don't recall any particular water card improvements in Arc 5. I'm sure there was something. Damn. Can't stand how this looks vertically. Sorry, gang. Sorry, kick gang. I got. Don't tell me. Okay. Well. Still. Well, at least it's just getting some points. At least it's something. Let's see. Up some more gems. Anything in the gift box for me? More gifts? Oh, good, I got them all. So a few more packs. We had a bunch of freebies. See if we can't get that royal luck, yeah, the royal luck. Or at least if there's not going to be royals, waste them on packs I don't really care about. And who's this? I mean, that's pretty cool. Now that looks like a high-level Dungeons & Dragons bard, if I've ever seen one. That looks like a sick Diablo. Maybe even like somehow a Monster Hunter. I could see that. Ooh, something. Tour of Doom. That's a funny card. Fluanda The Tour of Doom is funny. Heads, your opponent cannot normal or flip summon until the end phase. Tails, you cannot normal summon or flip summon. Because if you got a coin heads or tails based deck, what the hell? The Ooze Giant. Dang, it's weird. And you know what? I actually will be right back because I have to use the bathroom. Ah, okay, I return refreshed. Ready to face the dawn again. What am I looking at? Let's go in order, I guess. Light and darkness. Cool. Yeah. Ooh. Artifact. Twin Twister, also good back in the day for ancient gear cards. Could use that to destroy Gear Town and whatnot. Mika Zazuka and Yoba. This was an old card that got. This is another example of an old card that got retrained. They could do the same for Serpent Knight Dragon. Punk. The punk deck. I mean, that looks pretty sick though. Spiritual Earth. Tribute one Earth monster. System one Earth monster from your grave. Okay. Nice. Classic. They had one of those for every attribute. Exo Sisters. Ooh. Magician of Black Chaos Classic. Artifact during opponent's turn, if this set card in your turn. Oh, it's one of those. Shark Fortress. I honestly hate these cards. I hate the 0 attack. Can't be destroyed by battle. Your opponent takes all the, I can't stand that. Like, you bell. Oh, I have an Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon in the deck. I actually have a Spellcaster. It's like a Dark Magician with the Pendulum Dragon, stuff like that. It's weird. It's like a level 7. It's a weird deck. It's built around dragons and Spellcasters. Focusing on summoning level 7s as easy as possible. Certainly outdated. Ooh. Cool. Wait. Should I say how many? Did I just like skip one and get 2? Whatever. This guy looks pretty sick. Mark of the Rose. Or that being a 5D card, I think. Vulcan the Divine. That's pretty cool. Discussing summon target one face-up card. You control and face your opponent controls these targets, but turn the targets to the hand, but the rest turn you cannot activate cards or the effect of cards with the same. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, it goes with the volcanic cards. I remember when the volcanic cards came out. They were in the GX anime. Got a retrains or new cards a while ago. A friend of mine got the structure deck back in the day. I remember him using those cards and the Six Samurai back then. Darkest Diablos, Lord of the Lair. Ooh. 4-star, 2000 beast deck for illusions. Cool. Okay, how many we got left? 6. Okay, we could do 6 more. See if we get anything good. And if anything, we can always break this stuff down to make dust for other cards. Other stuff. Cards. Fountain up. Kaiju. When a light monster is trying to balance in the graveyard, you can banish that monster and gain equal. Oh, have that with a little sanctuary in the sky. You have an interesting field there. It'd be a fun card to build a deck around. So that, you know, fairies or light cards. I think it was fairies. There were earth fairies and there were dark fairies. Sure there are fairies of all types, but you can only think of so many. We were talking hand traps earlier. I mean, trap monsters with embodiment of Apopus. But I saw the Paleozoic cards are pretty good trap monsters. But now there's so many I can't even keep track. I know there's Stronghold, the Moving Fortress. Oh, word, got them. Got the Galaxy Eyes. Target one of your banished dragon monsters. Add it to your hand. That's pretty good. Okay, Fiend Smith. This was a lot of free giveaways. Maybe I just built them up over time. Just never. I wanted to get a bunch of gems to open up a bunch of gear packs, which was worth it. Yeah, we pulled the Hydra, we pulled the Wyvern, we pulled the Ultimate Golem, and a card with the Pharaoh on it. I'm so glad we pulled the Ultimate Golem and the Wyvern. I actually use those. I have a Royal Rare, Ultimate Pound, and a Hydra, but those are harder to use. But I'll put them in the deck just for shiny sake. Dragonades. Okay, I believe that's all the free giveaway whatnots. Let's see. Should I run the gear luck one more time? See how that runs? As I say as I'm doing it. And huh, I didn't know these cards came in that. Oh, I just got them by chance. Cool. Shiny Hound Dog. Superconductor Tyranno. Nice. I remember that structure deck. Some fun structure decks back in the day. Come on. Ooh, not royal, but still shiny. That would help with the Hydra. 2 fusions. Ice Knight. The Water Warrior. Oh, another trap monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ancient gears. Alright, one more. Come on. Come on. Come on. Did I say one more? I meant one more starting now. Now I feel spoiled. Like, where are they? I got the back-to-back, which was really nice. Alright, one more for real, though. Oh, man, this was the worst one yet. I have enough for one more. Last one. Because I don't have enough. And stuff, but interesting. Spellcaster and a dragon. Any spellcaster? Any dragon? Wow. Well, the good news is I got a bunch of SRs and URs I can break down for stuff. Worth a try. Let's see. I can go for a little bit longer. today? It's now Thursday morning. Well, this would have been a very good going first hand. Oh no. Oh, okay. It's just Sky Striker. I was worried that it was going to be an Exodia deck. Some kind of FTK deck. Well, let's see what you got there. Zero. Well then. I'm pretty confident that my gears can beat the Sky Strikers. Although Sky Strikers do get a lot of sweet little animations like that. I'm not sure why the whole game doesn't have animations like that. Like, I get doing it for URs. But, like, even some SRs deserve some. Or something. Just... I know it takes time. Animate and whatnot. But it would make the game feel more alive. You know, like, why we watched the anime. Certainly wasn't the dialogue. I tried watching some dub recently. It's hard. It's hard to listen to some of the 4Kids dub, to be honest. It's nostalgic. I remember it growing up, but it's hard. For Yu-Gi-Oh shows, I tend to watch the sub, because it feels like they properly explain what the cards do. But if I'm watching a subbed anime at all, I mean, it has to have like my full attention. Like, if I'm watching a dub, it's because like I'm doing other stuff at the time. Like if I'm at work, I'll watch a dub at work, because I'll just have it on in the background while I'm actually doing stuff. I'm watching one right now, actually. It's called Kingdom. I think it's just called Kingdom. And did this person just negate? Are they just clicking everything that's shiny on their screen? They just negated their own... That was weird. I'm only a few episodes into this show, Kingdom. I think it's got like 6 seasons or something crazy. I was watching as a coworker threw it on, and I was like, well, why not? I'm like a few episodes in, it's pretty interesting. Hard to say what it's about. Ancient China, and there's an emperor, and the emperor's got like a half-brother somewhere, and it threatens his lineage. And there's a set of orphaned twins that want to become the greatest generals China's ever seen. And they're training, and one gets adopted, and the other one doesn't. It's only a few episodes in so far, so... For all I know, like, 6 seasons in, who knows what the hell if any of the characters I've seen are even alive. I've seen Game of Thrones. Don't necessarily get attached to someone in season 1. I think everyone had that moment watching Game of Thrones. Who watched Game of Thrones at least the first time? When, in season 1, there's a character that you just think is like, oh, well, how are they going to get out of this one? Oh, obviously they're going to get out of this one. Wait, there's no time for them to get out of it. Oh my god, they didn't. And you'll know. I'm not saying you should watch Game of Thrones today, because the ending, I'll say this without worrying it, the ending sucked. The last 2 seasons, and some would argue it got terrible before that. I'll give even season 6 a grace for something that's really awesome that happens at the end. Like they use like this giant green magic fire and they blow up a church. It's crazy. I was like, okay. Anything after that, eh. Let's see. Since I already got the fortress and you already got the shenanigan, you already got this in the field. Okay. I'm actually gonna summon the Royal Rare Ultimate Pound. Okay, you gonna stop this? So it's hard to recommend a show that, even if you like the first couple of seasons, if you know the ending's not very good, it's like, do you really want to get somebody to go through that? Not to mention, I must say, the hype is gone. The hype for Game of Thrones, that's long over. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a show go from the atlas of pop culture to the show like everybody who has anybody likes it and likes talking about it, to losing all, I don't want to say the word credibility, but like at the same time, maybe, because I've watched the show House of the Dragon, which was a prequel, which is interesting. Oh wait, can I not? Oh, woo! There we are. It's not how I wanted to win, but I'll take it. But yeah, I know there are people who swear by shows. There are shows that are better in concept than in practice. You know what I mean? There are certain episodes of a show, like, you know, if you've ever watched Star Trek Next Generation, any of them really, anyone that suits your fancy, there are episodes where you're like, wow, this concept for this one standalone episode could make a whole movie. And then there's movies that are like, this would have been better as like a 40-minute episode of something. You know what I mean? One or the other. But it's a hard balance. It's tough to know when something would just make a good hour-long special or something like that versus a full film. Because some ideas aren't meant to carry 3 hours. You know? There are games that barely have enough content to carry that long. Like for me, like when I was growing up, I feel like if you got a good 8 to 10 hours out of a game, that was pretty acceptable. Like, you know, you get it. But now there's like, games kind of just don't end in some cases. Like, for example, Yu-Gi-Oh! Masterduel. There's no story to this game. This game goes on as long as the servers are running. As long as Konami keeps this game running, there are people that can play Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's over when I decide I don't want to play anymore, or whatever. And there are certain games where it's like, you know, you can quit, but then, like, or you just take breaks from. One example is, if you've ever played the MMORPG Old School RuneScape, as it's called now, it used to just be RuneScape, but like, the joke is, you don't quit RuneScape, you just take breaks. That break could be a few hours, that break could be a few days, or that break could be 10 years. But sooner or later, one day, you'll be back. Even if it's just for a little while, you'll be back. You'll just to see. And it happens. I'll log into RuneScape every once in a blue moon. Had to delete it off my phone. Just for a little while. Most of my phone was taking up a lot of space, but just so that I didn't have constant means to it. That's actually what brought me back to playing that game. Was when a couple years ago they released the mobile version of the game where you can you can use the same account where you can log in, log out of your computer, log in from your phone. That's awesome. Well, which is good for skilling stuff. Wood cutting, fire making, fishing. Very stuff that wasn't click or tap heavy in this case. Something that didn't require, like, I can't imagine anybody doing end game bosses on mobile. Because you got, like, there's a lot of clicking you'd have to do in specific timing and not die. For to do that on like a tablet or on your cell phone, I can't imagine. But it'd be crazy if somebody tried that. If somebody did a mobile only Iron Man. See how that goes. But I personally need this client called RuneLite, which lets you play the game, but it adds so much more stuff, and it makes the game playable, for lack of a better word. There are certain aspects of RuneScape that I can't stand. There are no responses. Like, there were parts of RuneScape I couldn't stand. There's this thing they added clue scrolls to the game, where you can get, if you do a little puzzle, go to get a certain item, go to a certain spot, dig a hole, or whatever, you could get an item that's possibly rare or hard to get. And I thought I hated doing those. Until, yeah, they have it for iPad. Yeah, old school RuneScape, yeah, there's a version for, I believe you can download it on iPad. I don't have any iPhone or iPad, I use an Android, personally. PC. I'm not judging anybody who does, who use iPads or Apple. We're all just to each his own, But, yeah. Old school RuneScape. They did this thing. You might try some RuneScape? Wow. You know what they have? There's these modes called Iron Man mode, where you have to do... I know it's an MMO, but you basically gotta do everything yourself. But if you haven't played the game in a long time, I would recommend not doing that. Or we can start a group Iron Man where you and I make brand new accounts, and the only person we can trade to is each other. But that'd be a lot. If you're just trying to enjoy the game, just make a normal account. One that can trade, one that can use the Grand Exchange. Because our Iron Man mode is only for people who, like, know the game inside and out. I have an Iron Man account, and I only know so much. Like, I'm, like, in the middle. I'm in a little past beginner stuff, but I'm nowhere near endgame content. I'm, like, perpetually in the middle. Yeah, I stand no chance. I'm not even sure why I'm letting this happen. For my 10 points. You know what? Screw it. But yeah, if you play some old school RuneScape, yeah, let me know. That's honestly a game best. That's a game we can probably stream at the same time. See how that goes. Try a group Iron Man, but that'd be tough, to be honest. But then again, starting from scratch is tough. But I think it's doable. Or I can just use my main account, give you some golds and some armor, and get a nice head start to actually have some fun. Cut to the good stuff. Well, this hand's okay. Okay, set. Normal summon. Burn for 6. Fuse. Howitzer. Hound. Golem. And if anybody is interested in me streaming old school RuneScape, let me know. I did a lot of the early game stuff on the 2 accounts I really use. So if anybody would want to actually watch me do it from the beginning, I mean, I could, but it's a lot. Or just pick up to see where... We'll see. If anybody's actually interested in that. I think I put a poll on my YouTube channel. Speaking of which. It's always a good time for a plug. Yeah, I guess how I have it set up for certain things is for comments, for Twitch, all the comments should be above me, but for Kick, all the comments should be to my side. Why? I no idea. Vertical. Seemed like an idea on paper, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is ugly and terrible. I promise, I'll do my absolute best to make it better, even if I have to switch to OBS. If that genuinely does let me use both. But there's gotta be a way, right? There's gotta be a way that Streamlabs should let me do both, right? There's gotta be just something I'm not seeing. Hey! You took one of my Chaos Giants. Well, he didn't take the shiny one. Interesting choice. Maybe because there were two? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna try something. This is gonna adjust how it looks. Switch? No? Is that not it? I don't want to do it midstream. I'll have to adjust. I'd hate to do any adjusting mid-stream. Come on. Okay, good. For a second I was worried that I wouldn't be able to activate my effect. Okay, we got the Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. It's not the worst name I've heard. I think this Royal Rare was like a giveaway. It's nice to see Royal Rares as I'm scrolling by. If I can get a Royal Rare Dark Golem now, we'd be cooking. Yeah, there's no real point in doing it this way, but it's fine, just to get it on the field. Fusion Summon, Little Royal Rare, Ultimate Golem, in defense. But thankfully, I have a Golem in the grave. Okay, is that all your attacks? I'm pretty sure that's all your attacks. Sweet. Okay, Fortress. Nice. Okay. I don't have Ballista, so I can't lower his attack. He only has Galaxy. Okay. If I summon Chaos Giants and attack, I'm screwed. So I'm just gonna play it smart. He doesn't have any piercing. So we're gonna play it smart. We're gonna bring out the Howitzer again. You know what? Even two. Yeah, I'm gonna use two golems to create a Howitzer. Because it's good to get a golem in the grave. Burn. Okay, we're going to have to do this the slow and steady way. I had my Link monster Ballista, I could have summoned that, used its effect to turn its attack to 0. Okay, 3 attacks. Okay, first you get this one. I was able to survive 3 last time. And Howitzer is unaffected by card effects! Yeah, reading's hard, isn't it? It's that whole one sentence at the very top. Okay, he's got 3 attacks. Wasted 1. There. Use that there. 2 more attacks left. Tanker's dead. Thank fuck this thing doesn't have piercing. If this thing had piercing, it'd be banned if this thing had piercing. Okay. Dark Golem search. Okay. Fusion. And catapult. Can I survive? You don't have another attack, do you? That was all your attacks, right? Yes. Damn. Well. I can try something. I'm gonna try something. Okay, I'm gonna summon. Okay, gotta use the Royal Wear to summon the normal one? That's not right. But yeah, it's fine, really. Okay. History attack. I'm gonna attack Galaxy for 14. Bring it down. Main phase 2. Do you have means to negate Poly? Okay. Now, I have my 3rd and final Howitzer. Whew, this is tough. I'm like just holding on. He only needs this 1 direct attack and I'm screwed. But the machines rebuild. Machines move. Man. Didn't even touch me yet. I've done so much shenanigans. Okay, I don't have any tanker to summon. 1, 2. I don't think I have another tanker. No, I don't. Okay, Dark Golem. Okay. You got me Phoebus, right? Okay. I don't need dragon. Whew. Okay, how many attacks was that? Do you have any attacks after this? Okay, you can attack my golem, probably. No? Oh, yes. Okay. Oh no, am I out of howitzers too? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I am out of howitzers. I'm out of burn. Unless I can get it back in the extra deck using my ultimate pound. Come on, don't you want to give me another target of some kind? No. Oh, jeez. I take a chance here. Summon box. Use box as tribute for advance to draw. Come on. I was really hoping for, like, Raigeki. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait. Token. Fortress. Come on, don't negate this. Don't negate this. Yes! Howitzer, come back! Howitzer, burn! Forbidden Droplet. Ooh, you didn't realize that Howitzer is unaffected by card effects. Ooh, that one sentence at the top is magic. Burn. Ah, so good, so good. You know what? I'm even gonna do something weird here. Oh, he can't. Oh, he might be able to negate this. I don't have Fortress anymore. I don't have the Fortress. Okay, just in case. Man, I wish I had just one more tanker. Get a little shiny Megaton out there. Oh, man. Oh, wait, he's out of material. He can't do his triple attacks anymore, can he? This is nuts. This. Oh, what do you got? Oh, I don't even have my Fortress. Which means my guys aren't safe. I don't think. Oh, I've done so much. Banish what? You banished another Chaos Giant? I'm not trying to throw my Chaos Giant at you, man. Whew. Yeah, this is gonna be my last duel of the stream. I have to get ready for work soon, unfortunately. But this is what I gotta win this one. They put too much nonsense into this. Maybe I'll win because of time limit. This guy's taking a sure long time. Okay, I had a feeling. Oh, he surrendered. Wow, he had a 11,000 point monster, and he couldn't make it work. Whew. That went my heart going for a little while. I had just enough howitzers. Just enough. I got enough for one more pack opening. Let's do it. Let's one more hurrah. It might be another royal rare. Where are they? Here we are. One more, come on. Not royal. Ugh, excuse me. But interesting. Virtual World Phoenix. Interesting. Fencing Fire Ferret. I remember that card. Old Duel. Jamas were interesting back in the day. They only added more, so. Well, that was fun. One more legacy run. Let's see what we got. One-eyed skilled gainer. No royals here? I mean, no ultras? Flamber. I remember this structure deck also. Necroshade had a starter deck. There was like a starter deck Jaden. I think they had Necroshade in there. Ooh, shiny Trihorn Dragon. This is another card like Serpent Knight Dragon. This card really should get a modern day retrain with some shenanigans nowadays. Be cool. And they should make more Celtic Guardian cards. More Celtic Guardian cards. Come on. Do it, you cowards. More Celtic Guardian. It's what the true fans want. A shiny Pale Beast. Wasn't expecting that. Shiny Pharaoh Servant. Oh, yeah. Before this, I used to run Rantiki Elder in my Fiend deck because it was useful for... It was necessary, not just useful. Necessary for summoning Masked Beast Desguardius. That was a fun card. A little difficult to summon because it needed one of two particular cards. But I made it work with an all-Fiend deck. And last one. Last one for the night. Ooh! A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon. They just go Power Rangered them all into one giant marketable figure. Just look at it in all its glory. Crazy. Oh, Legendary Knight Tamias. It's Yugi with a tasteful scar. You could tell who the heroes are by their tasteful scars and their villains by their ugly scars. They're bad on the outside and the inside. Boganian. Baby Dragon. Ooh. There's Megazell. I remember him from the show. Urabi. Stone Dragon. Yep, they need to bring up like all these old cards. Actually, you know what? This guy, I think he is one of the Memento cards or something. So like stuff like that, they should bring it back in forms of as such. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. First Kick stream. So sorry the stream for Kick is at this weird angle. I will do my absolute best to have it fixed for next time. But I will see you all hopefully sometime soon. More Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe even some old school RuneScape. We will see. But for now, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.